Hi guys, back again. Not long back there from Enniskillen. Uh, I'm out here on the storeroom, as the fella says, or whatever. Not long back from Enniskillen now. We were coming in the main road from. If anybody knows Enniskillen, we were coming in from the Sligo Road, like the bridge into the town, the centre of the town directly, more or less. But there was an awful queue of traffic on it. But we were eventually we got through the traffic, we were coming to the end of it anyway. But I was a sort of off me lane a slight bit of a thing, but a transit van come flying up and he was in the right position. I was off to the left a bit and I pulled in like that there. He bullied his way in, more or less. But at that, he nudged his van forward and his paint went on the side of my car, slid it on up. So more or less, I've his paint on my car. So I just got out and asked him. There was no need for it. He just pushed forward like there was no need to do it. He could have let me go, but he bullied his way on up anyhow. And then he just nudged the car forward where the paint went on the car. There was no major damage done or anything like that there. So basically I got out and I asked him what he done that for, and he said, well, we put it down to road rage. All right, so say, what are you going to do with this? So say, you're after hitting my car now, you know. Oh, do you see you? Do you see you? If you were 10 years younger, if I was 10 years younger, what? You're an old man. You know, this is what he kept saying, you know what I'm saying? You know, and to see, if you were 10 years younger, do you see what I do to you, you know? And I was telling myself, right, okay, right. But so why, I might be an old man I'm getting now. I wouldn't class myself as completely old man yet. But if you were going to do that, I wouldn't let the old man stop you. You know, if you were going to do it, you know. So I said to him, come on up, pull up here into McDonald's here and we'll sort this out or whatever. I pulled into McDonald's. He flew on past McDonald's away on. I do believe that he was a traveller, or he could be a settled traveller or whatever, but he flew on anyhow. But when I was having a conversation with him, and he said, put it down to road rage. So that was all right. As I pull into McDonald's up here, we'll sort it out or whatever. If I have to pay you, you'd pay me or whatever it was what it was sorted out. You know what I'm saying? I pulled into McDonald's, he drove on past McDonald's and we on anyhow. But 5 or 6 years ago, I was heading through Clones. This was at the start. It could be more. It's 5 or 6 years, if not more. We were heading out. I was heading out the Rosslea Road at the top of the graveyard, and this was the times that the cars were swerving at me, lunging at me the whole time, constant. So at the bad bend there at the top of the hill, if you're heading towards Rosslea, this Audi come round the corner and swore for me right across the white line he was. So basically I got fed up with this. I went back, flashed him anyway, he pulled in, he got out of the car. He got out of the car with his two hands down along the side with his fists closed. So I said, right, this fella's ready to fight now. No obligation. So he was a threat. He had his fists closed. I thought he was going to fight, so I pushed him. and he threw himself up, or he pretended to trip on the footpad and threw himself up against the wall and threw himself down on the ground. This lad was over 6 foot tall. A slap and he would have knocked me flying. Called the ambulance, called the guards, the whole lot. I was arrested. I was brought in, and some of the guard asked what happened, and they said we put it down to as road rage incident. So this boy in the transit van, as far as I could see, he was well, I'd say, conversed in what was going on and what wasn't going on with me. He knew rightly what was going on. So what hit me straight away was, let's put it down to the road rage. To road rage. So that's the first thing that hit me. I knew he was involved in it anyway, in the organised stalking and harassment, like, you know, but this case is going on 5 or 6 years now. Last year, my solicitor rang me and told me to go in and meet the barrister in Monaghan court, outside the court. I went in and I was waiting a half an hour. So basically I texted back, said I have to go, which I had to go anyhow. I drove out the road or whatever. Wherever I used to say I had to go, I texted back saying I had to go or whatever. I'll meet up again. So I met up with the barrister about a month after that or so, and I told him what the case was or whatever happened or whatever. That's grand. Now, this is 5-6 years ago this happened. Obviously, they don't want this to go to court, because I'm going to be screaming and roaring it in the courtroom that I've been stalked and harassed by all these people this last X amount of years. And this man, they don't want his name coming out in this case. I don't want my name coming out in any case or whatever, but I'm portrayed to be, let me say, the murderer, the rapist, the mugger, the bomber, the shooter, the killer, the whatever you call it, the belittler, the racist, the whole lot. But yet, there's ordinary civilians stalking and harassing me 24/7, every day in and day out, night in and night out. There's always someone out there keeping an eye on you. But yet, they'll feel safe enough to put these women round you in the shopping centres and trolleys and kids and all this. If I'm such a bad cunt, they'll put these people there beside you to stalk and harass you. Now, if I was such a bad boy or whatever they fucking call me or whatever they had me down for, do you not think that I'd have these people strangled before fucking now? Now, this has gone on 6, 7, 8 years nearly now at the fucking minute. But this case has gone on. That's what hurt me, the thing he said about the road rage, and then the road rage in Clones, which the Gardaí put it down to as road rage, right? I was arrested for that or whatever. This case has gone on 5 or 6 years, if not longer, right? So, as far as I can see, therefore, they don't want this case to go to court. I don't know, maybe they do, maybe they don't. But the next video that'll be going up is names and addresses and the owners of shopkeepers, the owners of pubs, businesses, names of businesses and addresses of people that are involved in organised stalking and harassment. Now, tit for tat, a very good bat. That's what they say. I don't know. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. If they want to bring the violence into it, go ahead. But wait, I tell you, if you want to do the violence, go ahead and do the violence. Don't bring my old age into it because I'm not old. And don't let that fucking stop you if you want that. Okay? Simple as fucking that. But this boy, did he just deliberately pushed the van forward and scraped the side of the van. He didn't. He put his paint of his van on my car. There's no scrapes or nothing. All there is a bit of blue on the side of the car. But he done it. The whole point of it was that he done it deliberately. And then come on up and we'll settle this to say up in McDonald's, pull into McDonald's. Of course, he had to fuck off, drive away off and ignore everything that was going on. He was probably, his handler probably told him to do all this anyway. Don't threaten him with it and just do it this or do it that or do it the other way. But we were stuck in the traffic for about, I'd say, fucking 20 minutes at least. So they had plenty of time to organise this or whatever it is. Pre-planned accident or pre-planned setup, which they usually all are anyway. You see, the traffic jam wasn't getting to me or whatever. Well, I'll fucking bully you away in front of him and he'll respond to that because they know me. That's I'd fall for that tactic the whole fucking time, you know, and they know this. But basically, guys, it's all pre-planned, set up for you and set out for you. No matter, it's probably pre-planned and set up for you weeks beforehand or whatever. They probably created the fucking traffic jam or whatever. It wasn't even 6 o'clock. I think it was after 5 o'clock or something. I don't know what time they finished work at down there or whatever it was anyway. But earlier on too, we were walking out of the shopping centre and this school kid, which is another thing too, was pegging these fucking golf balls or whatever you call them across my head, and I asked him what he was doing, throwing the sweets across my head at. And I eventually, do you think that's a waste thing? He was a cheeky young fucker. But that's another thing about the school kids being involved in organised stalking and harassment as well. He wasn't too cheeky, and he wasn't too fucking outwardly when he got the fucking sweets slapped out of his fucking hand. But he wasn't expecting that. But at the end of the day, when I was his age, I had a bit of fucking respect and manners from me elderly. Not anymore with these fucking skittery arse pups walking around the place. Not long with the fucking track of the nappy out of their fucking arses, going along fucking pegging sweets over people's fucking heads. You're all great at doing this and doing that and doing the other and provoking and tormenting and acting a cunt and acting this and acting that, pretending you're all mad and stuffing your faces and doing this and walking on top of the cow and bumping your door into the cow and all this fucking carry on and slamming and banging. And all the fucking rest, you're breaking and all the fucking rest of it is all going on. But when I get out and slap the fucking head of you someday, one of you someday, you're going to be the little fucking bitch that you are and call the fucking police and get me arrested. Yeah. Act the big fucking hardy boy with your breaking and your fucking pulling out in front of me and throwing this and acting a cunt and all the rest of it. And then when you get the head slapped up of you, who's the bitch then running away phoning the fucking cops? Only yous. Yeah. That's exactly what had happened. So that's just a bit there, guys, of what happened today, or what's going on today, or what the usual. But it's nothing serious, but just to give you a little more insight into what's going on. Thanks for listening, guys. Anyway, peace out.